Both wines are Italian, both wines are Tuscan, and both of them are produced from the same grape variety, which is Sangiovese. So what is the actual difference in between Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino? Let's find out! Special dedication to Liam and Brandon, to the biggest Brunello fans that I know. Cheers, lads! Before we start, many thanks to Albert from Solera Wine Merchants for helping me with this video. And if you're watching my channel for the first time, please consider to subscribe. Both wines, Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino, are produced in the province of Siena, small wine region in the southern central Tuscany. Did you know that the name Brunello di Montalcino derives from the word Bruno, which can be translated as a dark brown, and it's regarding to the color of the aged Brunello di Montalcino wines. This is why Brunello di Montalcino can be translated as a Sangiovese from Montalcino. Did you know that Brunello di Montalcino was created in 1865 by famous producer Biondi Santi and labeled as a Brunello di Montalcino in 1888? Before that, the Montalcino area was very well known of producing sweet, often sparkling wines based on Moscadello grape variety. Until Ferruccio Biondi Santi discovered the potential of Sangiovese grapes on his Il Greppo estate and started producing single variety red wine, known today as Brunello di Montalcino. Both wines, Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino, are produced from the single variety, the most planted red grape variety in entire Italy, which is Sangiovese. This grape have several synonyms in the Montalcino area, including Sangiovese Grosso, Prugnolo Gentile, and of course Brunello. The most characteristic features of the Sangiovese variety are medium intensity ruby color, aromas of red cherries, violets, cranberries and Mediterranean herbs. Aged Brunello di Montalcino wines also showing aromas of dry sage, dry rosemary, tobacco and leather. Sangiovese on the palate is usually very refreshing with natural high acidity. Tannins can be medium plus to even high. The flavors are dominated by the red fruits, especially cranberries, strawberries, red cherries and pomegranate. The finish is very pleasant and normally quite herbal. The first difference between Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino is the different status in the Italian wine classification. Did you know that the Italian wines are divided into 4 different levels of quality? On the bottom of the quality pyramid are wines labeled as Vino da Tavola, generic wines that can be produced anywhere in the country. The level above are IGT wines, which stands for Indicazione Geografica Tipica and was introduced in 1992. IGT wines comes from the specific regions and produced from the specific grape varieties. Level above is DOC, which stands for Denominazione di Origine Controllata, literally controlled designation of origin. DOC wines are produced in the smaller specific area and must follow strict rules, including aging regulations or specific grape varieties. The best example of DOC wines is Rosso di Montalcino. Finally, DOCG, which stands for Denominazione di Origine Controllata e Garantita, and is the highest designation for Italian wines. All DOCG wines undergo analysis and tasting by a government. There is over 10 DOCG areas in Tuscany, including Carmigiano, Chianti Classico and Brunello di Montalcino. And this is the first difference between both wines. Rosso di Montalcino holds status DOC and Brunello di Montalcino is DOCG. The second difference between Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino is the stage of harvested Sangiovese grapes. Many producers and winemakers of Rosso di Montalcino is harvesting the grapes a little bit earlier to preserve a youthful flavor and lower alcohol content in the finishing wine. Which is, on the other hand, Brunello di Montalcino wines are produced from fully ripe grapes, really concentrate with higher amount of tannins. Some producers are also use older vines to produce the Brunello di Montalcino rather than the Rosso. And finally, majority of Brunello di Montalcino Riserva wines are produced only at the best vintages. Apart of Spain, Italy have the most strict aging regulations rules in the world, and the wines of Montalcino need to be aged as follows. Rosso di Montalcino wines can be released to the market on the 1st of September of the year following the harvest. For example, vintage 2023 can be released to the market on the 1st of September of 2024. Aging Rosso di Montalcino in oak is not mandatory, however, a lot of producers aging their wines for the short period of time. Brunello di Montalcino wines, in contrast to the Rosso di Montalcino, must be aged in oak for a minimum of 2 years and another 4 months in the bottle. Brunello wines can be released to the market on the 1st of January on the 5th year after the year of the harvest. For example, vintage 2019 can be released to the market on the 1st of January 2024. And finally, Brunello di Montalcino Riserva wines are aged for 1 year longer than standard Brunello. And this is the third difference in between Rosso, Brunello and Brunello di Montalcino Riserva wines. Fun fact, did you know that Brunello di Montalcino Riserva has the longest aging regulations of all Italian wines? The fourth and definitely the most important difference in between Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino is the aromas and the taste of both wines. The differences between Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino on the nose, it's huge. Rosso is very crunchy, full of red cherries, cranberries, raspberries and pomegranate, which is Brunello di Montalcino. It's powerful, it's smoky, full of really black fruits, dominated by black cherries, black plums, and also phenomenal aromas of Mediterranean herbs. Wow, the difference is definitely there. On the palate, the difference is even bigger. Rosso di Montalcino, it's again super crunchy, quite easy drinking, can be served even slightly cooler, and in my opinion, Rosso di Montalcino will be amazing during the summer. Which is Brunello di Montalcino, have loads of concentration, loads of black fruits, and definitely higher amount of tannins. Brunello di Montalcino will be fantastic with kind of gamey dishes, steak, and definitely winter wine. There are over 200 Brunello di Montalcino producers, but here are my 5 favorite houses. Conti Constanti, one of the best producers in the region. Mastrogiani, one of the most respected producers in the Montalcino by wine experts. Col di Olcia, really affordable producer and the largest certified organic vineyard in Tuscany. Gianni Brunelli, a part of Great Brunellos, is also very well known of producer who is reducing the carbon footprint to a minimum. And finally, Tenuta Le Potazzine, owned by Gigiola Gorelli, who works at Biondi Santi estate. Fun fact, did you know that all Brunello di Montalcino wines need to be bottled in the Bordeaux-shaped bottles? And finally, the last and quite important difference in between Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino is of course the price. Really good and affordable Rosso di Montalcino you can get in between 25 to 35 US dollars. If you're looking for really good Brunello di Montalcino, I think you have to spend minimum $75, but the really good examples can be found around $100 per bottle. I'm sure that some of you heard that frame Baby Brunello, which is a nickname given to the Rosso di Montalcino wines by some sommeliers and the wine critics. In fact, Rosso and Brunello di Montalcino are completely different wines. Brunello is aged for 3 years longer than Rosso, have lots of concentration, lots of black fruits, lots of tannins, lots of everything. So please do not say Baby Brunello anymore. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I'm enjoying both wines at the moment. I think the best part about both of them is the fact that they're released to the market when they're ready to drink, especially Brunello di Montalcino. By the way, don't miss out my next video about top 10 the most overrated and overpriced wines of 2024. So stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time!